Alright guys, today I've got another quick video here on my HTC Droid Incredible, and today I'm going to show you guys how to install custom kernels on your device. So this is running stock. Let me just show it to you really quick. About phone, software. Right here you can see your kernel version is 2.6.35.13 and it's HTC kernel, blah blah, tells you August 18th, so on, when it was made in 2011. So that is your kernel. Now you're gonna have to have an unlocked bootloader. You're gonna have a custom recovery installed. I have twerp recovery installed on this one right here. Let me just show you guys in a root application what your CPU is running right now. You can see that you are running 998 megahertz max, and your minimum is 245 megahertz processor speed. So you can see that right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and boot into twerp recovery. But let me show you the two files that I have on my SD card. So if you go into kernels in my folder here on my SD card, you can see I have a stock gingerbread kernel, and I have what's called, this right here is called Ginger Tiny right there, which is an Incredible kernel is what it is. So those are the kernels I have. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to boot into HBoot. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know how to do all this stuff. Pull battery back in, volume down, power, hold till you see HBoot. And there we go, let's put the back on. Okay. Now my HBoot is unlocked, so it's actually checking to see I have an update in there. I'm not going to apply it right now, so hit no again. And you should get to this main screen. And then to get into recovery, you can go right there to recovery, hit power, and you will boot into well, whatever recovery you have installed, whether it's stock recovery, clockwork mod recovery, or twerp recovery. Like I said, I have twerp recovery installed. This also, like I said, does require an unlocked bootloader, root access, obviously. You can have S off or not, really. I don't think it really matters, but definitely an unlocked bootloader. So let's let this open up, and then this is really simple. I would recommend, before you flash any kernel to your device, to go ahead and first of all read the form, make sure it's compatible with what you're running. But secondly, make an Android backup in case something goes wrong, it doesn't function, doesn't boot after you put a custom kernel in. You can always restore your Android backup with, right here, go to backups. But otherwise, if you're just installing a kernel, it's very simple. You don't have to wipe anything, just go to installs. You got to find your kernel. So mine is under SD card, and then under kernel, and then there's the stock one. So if I ever need to go back to what I was already on, I can do that. And then here's the Ginger Tiny one, version 2, and this is made on April 25th, 2013. And then you just go ahead and flash it. It's very fast, very simple to do. Shabam, done. Reboot system, and we'll let it boot up. First boot up after flashing a kernel can take longer than normal because you wiped out your cache partition in the script that flashed that kernel. So just be patient with it. As soon as it boots up, I'm going to show it to you. Okay guys, here we go. We have fully booted back up with our new kernel. So let's just go ahead and check to see what we got. Go to settings, and I'm going to allow super user right there. And that's for Incredible controller, and I'll show you why we're going to do that. So software right there, and there you go. You can see that the kernel has now changed, and it's Ginger Tiny version 2 and build date 2013, all those good stuff. So you can tell that your kernel has been installed correctly. And then let's go ahead and go into System Tuner just to show you guys our CPU frequency now, I think, has been bumped. Yeah, so see, now you can slide your CPU frequency one higher, and now you're up to a basically a 1.19 gigahertz processor speed, and that's just going to make this sucker run way faster. You also have smart ass version 2 governor, which is to make this thing run better also. So that's in System Tuner, but really this kernel is made to run with this Incredible controller, and this is how it's designed for this controller. So it's really nice. So we're actually going to set that frequency on boot right there. There's your slides, there's your governors and your deadline for some schedulers. There's some general stuff here, audio boost, different things like that you can set up. And then you also have your volting. If you want to overvolt or undervolt at different frequencies, you can do that all through Credit Controller. Credit Controller you can get from Google Play. Just download it. There's a free version and a paid version. But there you go. That is it. It looks like you could actually bring this thing down another frequency too. It looks like. Let's see. Yeah, so you can go even lower with your low frequency if you want. I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to go back to where it is for standard. But I will overclock it, so I really like that. And like I said, this is using Credit Controller. This is actually, it says Ginger Tiny, but it is an Increda. What do you call it? It's made by the Credit Controller guy, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway. So there you go. Those are your two applications. They're both root applications. You can use either one to overclock and do it, but this one is specifically designed for this kernel. And that's it. That's how to install a custom kernel on your Droid Incredible. So I hope you guys liked it. I was probably going to wrap up most of my videos here on the Droid Incredible, and I maybe do one or two more ROM installs, things like that. But we'll get back to some of our main phones. Anyway, thanks for watching this, guys. Please check out all my videos on this thing. I have like 10 of them or so more now with a lot of good information. Follow me right up here at rootjunkie.com. A lot of great stuff on there, adding to it daily. You can check me out on Facebook and Twitter. And that's it. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.